Simeon to throw on second down. Out into the flat, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's met immediately. It's going to be third down and long coming up. That was Trevor Williams, the second-year man out of Penn State.
Yeah, he's playing a lot. He's going to play a lot for Barrett as well because he's just now coming back. But he does a nice job here of making a secure tackle. And you can't have a good defense if you can't tackle. And this guy does a real nice job. You're going to see it coming up here. The ball's coming out quick because it has to with those pass rushers. Sanders, one of the shiftier guys in the league, and Williams does a nice job of getting him on the field.
3rd and 6. The Broncos 4 for 5 so far tonight on third down. Thomas had the ball displaced on a big hit from Trey Boston, and it's 4th down.
I love the way Trey Boston, the way he attacks this play here, attacks the ball in the air. You're going to see it here. And he's fearless. He's coming after him right now, separates him from the football. And again, he's reacting off of the first move because he knows the pass rush can get there.
Free agent pickup this year out of Carolina is Trey Boston. Benjamin takes a peek, tried to return it, and goes nowhere. In fact, loses yardage. Cody Latimer had the coverage on the 53-yard punt from Riley Dixon, and a loss of 3 on the return. Benjamin ends up going the wrong way with it in a 7-7 game.
At Coors, cold counts. That's why we lager, filter, and package cold for a cleaner, crisper taste. Because our mountain is brewing the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Light. Whatever your mountain, climb on.
Me and you just singing on the train. Me and you listening to the rain. Me and you sitting on the lawn. Me and you just singing our song just to rhyme, to shine and to pass the time.
Step up to GMC and get nearly $10,400 total value on this 2017 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate model. We are professional grade GMC.
Introducing Wendy's new Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger.
It's a Giant Junior?
Yeah, it's a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger with double the fresh, never frozen beef, bacon, and cheese. So it's made a big name for itself. For a limited time, get the Giant JBC meal for just $5.
ESPN's Monday Night Football is brought to you by those that live like a pro, GMC. 7-7 here in Denver, AFC West divisional rivals starting out the season together. The Los Angeles Chargers in town to take on the Broncos. And it's been a good start for Melvin Gordon running the football. He was one of the most utilized backs in the league last year, behind Le'Veon Bell and Zeke Elliott at nearly 20 carries per game. And it's Brandon Oliver that is now in at running back, and he gets the call. But for Oliver and Gordon, nobody happier than those guys to see Anthony Lynn arrive. The new head coach was in charge of the running game with you, Rex, in New York and Buffalo. He
was, and they probably met him at the airport when he got announced head coach, because all he did for me was lead the league. You can see the stats right there, not just in Buffalo the 2 years we were there together, but also the 6 years we were together with the Jets, and he was a vital part in all the blocking schemes and everything else.
They ran for under 100 yards a game last year. They will stick with Oliver here on second down. Von Miller with the tackle. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 on third down. Los Angeles will go back to Gordon. Rivers flushed out of the pocket by Shaq Barrett. Throwing to Gordon, tiptoeing along the sideline, and he makes the catch. And it's a first down, Chargers.
Beth, I can't tell you how impressed I am with Gordon here. Clearly, Rivers is running for his life, but he does a great job and gets out of his route and finds a spot and presents himself to Rivers, and that's why they got the first down. He clearly wanted Gates there, though.
10 of the 16 plays for the Chargers have gone to Gordon tonight. And a short gain there for Oliver. Gotsis with the tackle. Brandon, the fourth-year man out of Buffalo, where he was a teammate of Khalil Mack's in college. Missed all of last season with an Achilles. If you followed the Chargers the last several years, you know all about their injury issues. Nearly 30 guys ended up on the IR last year, so staying healthy a must if they want to fight for a playoff spot this year. Oliver, Gotsis was there again.
Gotsis is playing well, and that's something that they wanted to do, because last year we talked about this is a poor run defense, and they need those big D linemen like Gotsis to step in there and stuff that run, and clearly he did it here.
He is replacing the injured Jared Crick tonight, who is out with back spasms. 3rd and 9. Out of hurry. Just did get it off. And Rivers has to throw it away. That was Will Parks with the safety blitz getting right up into Phillip.
Pressure's coming right here. They're bringing heat on Rivers, trying to get that ball out quick. They made Rivers, it's really a simple four-man rush, but it's going to look like a blitz. They're going to overload the field side and force Phillip to get out of there. Overloaded it.
Kaiser to punt from his own 17. McKenzie driven back to his 15-yard line. Gets by the first wave. The burst down the sideline and bumped out by the punter in Chargers territory. Outstanding block to spring him by Cody Latimer.
This is what happens when you kick a flat ball. It goes for about a 60-yard punt. He's going to hear about it, though, when you get tackled like this by a punter.
41 yards on the return and the indignity at the end.
Me and you just singing on the train. Me and you listening to the rain. Me and you sitting on the lawn. Me and you just singing our song just to rhyme, to shine and to pass the time.
Step up to GMC and get nearly $10,400 total value on this 2017 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate model. We are professional grade GMC.
He is an extraordinary young man. He has genius-level skills, and he sees things and analyzes things in ways that we can't even begin to understand.
The Good Doctor, coming soon to ABC.
And that's why we need a treehouse.
That's why we need more pizza at lunch. And that's why this was worth it.
And that's why I'd be a great asset to your firm. That's why I brought coffee. And that's why we never stop.
Don't let your student loans hold you back. Refinance with SoFi. And get there sooner.
That's why we got a backyard.
See how much you can save with SoFi.
You put a spell on me, and I can't help but find you
Booking a flight at the last minute doesn't have to be expensive. Just go to Priceline. It's the best place to book a flight a few days before my trip and still save up to 40%. Just tap and go. And while I'm gone, I can even check on my baby with this doggy cam. Oh, Jax, you're such a good boy. No, Jax, what are you doing? Bad dog. And if you need to get back home, like right now, Priceline has you covered.
Well, the ruling was McKenzie actually stepped out a little earlier, bring it back 10 yards.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Clearly, he's out of bounds there.
There we go. Rex's first draw. Picasso's not losing any sleep over that one.
That's about the extent of those things.
Nor are many fifth graders, as Charles gets the call and a gain of 1 to the 45. Trevor Simeon with a 5-yard touchdown pass to Benny Fowler opened up the scoring tonight, and then it was Rivers to Melvin Gordon on an 11-yard TD pass. We are even at 7, 9:40 to go in the first half. We've already seen, Rex, impressive wins by the Kansas City Chiefs on the road, by the Oakland Raiders on the road. The winner of this one stays atop the division. The loser already falls a game back in what was arguably the toughest division, the most competitive in all of football last year. The tipped pass will fall incomplete at midfield.
That's something about Trevor Simeon that we've seen in the past.
Yep.
He led the NFL in passes being batted down at the line of scrimmage last year, as you can see it right here. So that's something you got to work on. Sometimes you got to learn how to throw through windows, and really nobody does that better than Phillip Rivers. Even though he's got a sidearm delivery, he finds a way to get it through there.
We saw that on the touchdown pass. Simeon, by the way, 50% accuracy in the first half. 7 for 14. Looking at a 3rd and 7. 4-man pressure, gets it away, and he's got the first down inside the Los Angeles 45-yard line to A.J. Derby. Pickup of 9 to the 3rd-year tight end of Arkansas.
Real nice job of picking up Joey Bosa here. He's going to start, and you see the rookie. We haven't mentioned Bowles at all. He's doing a nice job, and he's isolated one-on-one. They had 2 guys on Melvin Ingram, but isolating on Bosa, and Bowles does a super job there.
Denver now 5 of 7 on 3rd down tonight. And a nice play by Bowles, the rookie out of Utah. Anderson, terrific move. Daylight down inside the 30-yard line and knocked out around the 25. Boy, did he make Jason Verrett whiff and a run of 18.
This is all C.J. Anderson, because the ball, it should have actually gone the other direction here. You can see it blocking up front, and he just sees the hole there, and you make one-on-one. You can't block the corner. He's one-on-one against Verrett, and as you mentioned, Verrett's got to pick something up on the field there that he left laying there.
Little laundry on the deck. 10 carries, 52 yards for C.J. Play action. Simeon gonna run with it. And the awkward dive down to the 19. Not known for his leg work, but he picks up 8 right there.
All right, you're going to see it right here. Things going to open up. And anytime you get rushers both in the B gaps, we call them, outside the guard, and nobody in between the center guard gaps, that opens up the middle. And Trevor Simeon does a nice job of just taking advantage of that. You've got to be able to balance your pass rush up.
He actually figured out a way to rush for fewer yards than Tom Brady did last year, but he's looking to be better at it this season. They're going to run it right up the middle to get the first down, and it's Jamal Charles.
Good to see Jamal Charles back. And when you look at what he's done over his career, it's nothing short of spectacular. Good to see him back healthy.
9 seasons in Kansas City, 5 of those over 1,000 yards. And when you're on a graphic with Jim Brown and Barry Sanders, and you're leading those two, that's a very good spot to be. The highest career rushing average for a back ever.
It's unreal what it is.
Trying to overcome ACL injuries to both of his knees. Derby reaching for the goal line. They're going to say he came up a yard short. 13 more yards from Simeon.
Yeah, Brown goes for the interception here. It's close, but he comes up empty. Watching break on it, just missed it. And sometimes when that happens, you see Brown here breaking on the ball. In that situation, you've got to lead with one hand. One arm is longer than two in that situation.
Jumbo package with 3 offensive linemen to the left side for the Broncos and a timeout from the Chargers. They brought Donald Stevenson, number 71, and put him alongside Bowles and Garcia.
Yeah, with these big formations that they have, and sometimes, even though they go to these huge formations, you got to be ready for them to spread it out as well when Mike McCoy's the offensive coordinator. Sometimes that drive you crazy. You see these jumbo people coming in there, and all of a sudden, oh, now he spreads them all out. So you got to be ready for that if you're the Chargers as well. And I'm sure here it's just about man football.
They will stick with that package. Janovich, up man in the eye with Anderson. CJ met at the goal line, and he's short as they unstack. Down at the bottom of the pile, Mebane is there, and so is Hayes Pillard.
Take a look at it here. It's going to be hard to see. A lot of stuff goes on down there in that situation. But you see Mebane, they're going to be knocking him back. See how Anderson laying it down, reaches the ball over, but he's short.
Yeah, terrific job by the officials there. 2nd and goal. Play action on the boot. Simeon keeps and scores. Got by Bosa for 6.
This will not make a Joey Bosa highlight film, but an outstanding job by Trevor Simeon. You got to do it. You got to take that shot there. He sets him up. I'm going to show you Joey Bosa here. He does a nice job of reading recognizing it's the boot, but you got to break down inside out, close to the inside hip. He ends up trying to overrun him, and when he does that, he misses the tackle.
The first rushing touchdown of his career for Trevor Simeon. McManus, the extra point is good. 14-7, Broncos.
Get another look of it right here. Just a nice play by Trevor Simeon here, and he sells that outside run. You see Vance Joseph, and Sergio talked about it, having the time of his life.
Me and you just singing on the train. Me and you listening to the rain. Me and you sitting on the lawn. Me and you just singing our song just to rhyme, to shine and to pass the time.
Step up to GMC and get nearly $10,400 total value on this 2017 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate model. We are professional grade GMC.
Do we really have to choose him to be our next spokesperson?
He's so boring.
Sounds like you're on the fence. Why don't I just leave you my resume? Yes, it's laminated.
No thanks.
Hired. Try the new caramel M&Ms.
Ow.
Is your personal information already being traded on the dark web?
Find out with Experian. Right now, Experian is offering a one-time dark web scan completely free. Go to Experian.com/scan to see if your information is on the dark web. Then learn how Experian can help protect your identity. Act now to help keep your personal information safe. Get your free dark web scan at Experian.com/scan today.
What would you do if you got 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? No need to hide it. Right now, get 2 flame grilled Whopper sandwiches for just $6. Only at Burger King.
People tell me stories without saying one word. So I listen. Then I give it back. What are you chasing? Hennessy. Never stop, never settle.
Hello, Moto. It's time to reimagine the smartphone. Snap on a speaker, a projector, a camera that actually zooms. Get excited, world. The new Moto Z with Moto Mods. Buy the new Moto Z and you'll get a free projector mod.
Week 2 kicks off with Thursday Night Football, starting at 8:25 p.m. Eastern on NFL Network.
A frustrated Joey Bosa on the Chargers sideline after the Simeon score, capping a 9-play, 56-yard drive. As Bosa got beat for that last yard by Simeon. Reminder that Hurricanes Harvey and Irma have impacted millions of people, and the entire NFL family, including players, teams, and fans, is committed to continuing to support the relief efforts. We invite fans across the country to join us in a huddle for relief as we rally behind those who have been and continue to be affected by the storm. Visit redcross.org/NFL or text Red Cross to 90999 to donate $10 to the American Red Cross Hurricane Relief. Predominantly a run game so far in the first half for the Chargers. Phillip Rivers has only thrown it 7 times, and they will stick with Melvin Gordon on the ground. He's got 43 yards rushing in the first half.
That's a play right there by Von Miller, and he's a complete player. Every time you see this guy play, he makes plays in a running game, the best pass rusher in the league. Watch him right here just come around. That's J.J. Watt's brother right there.
Threw Derek aside.
And the other Watt who had a 2-sack interception day with Pittsburgh. This kid should have played defense. And a block like that, he'll be playing defense.
Miller standing on the right side of the line. They'll bring the double team again and drop it off to Benjamin, sprinting down the sideline, and a step out of bounds around the 33-yard line.
Travis Benjamin is one of the fastest players in the league. And when he was with Cleveland, he actually had a huge game against Denver. He had 9 catches for 117 yards when he played Denver when he was with Cleveland. See, that's a really a crazy play because it looked like, it's just kind of a decoy. But Phillip Rivers ends up seeing it. We got a player down here.
This was a problem coming in for the Broncos' defensive line depth, and this is another defensive lineman down, Derek Wolfe, number 95. There he is running in at the tail end of the play.
Unfortunately for Derek, he's been fighting injuries all through training camp, and this is a big loss now. I love the way this guy plays. Hopefully it's just cramps, but we'll see.
They only had 5 guys to begin with, and that was after bringing Tyreek Jarrett off the practice squad earlier today. With Crick and Zach Kerr both out with injuries tonight.
It's going to be interesting there. You're seeing Vance Joseph right here. But it's going to be interesting to see if Anthony Lynn, because of this situation, he had talked about it earlier, Beth, about possibly going no huddle. He liked going no huddle, but he's worried about the altitude on his own players. But now having Denver shorthanded in the defensive line, we'll see if he doesn't do some of that.
They're only going to go with 2 D linemen in this formation on 3rd and 2. Rivers looking for Keenan Allen. Got away from Aqib Talib and a first down to the 42-yard line.
There's a formation right there. Phillip knows that's why he sends that motion. He knows he's got coverage, and Keenan Allen's one of the best there is at this. Being isolated, he's got an option here. He can take this outside or inside. He sees the leverage of Talib's outside. That's why he cuts the thing inside, and he's right in concert with Phillip Rivers.
Chargers have now converted 3 of their 5 third down attempts. First time play action, Rivers with time, and Tyrell Williams down to the 45-yard line and a first down into Bronco territory.
First time we've seen Tyrell Williams catch a ball tonight, but he had a 1,000-yard receiver last year, so he's pretty darn good in his own right. Does a nice job here busting this route. Rivers delivers it perfect on time.
He was the leading receiver last year for the Chargers. And again, Rivers finds the seam. Phillip now 6 for 10, 52 yards through the air, and that was Williams' first catch. Tyreek Jarrett is now in as one of the defensive linemen for the Broncos. And he's involved with the play. The big guy, number 98, right in the middle. 6'3", 335. The rookie out of Pittsburgh who was on the practice squad until today.
Yeah, this big old rascal right here, that's one of those one player per uniform guys. Like, you got to be kidding. That is a big old dude who's going to be hard to bump out of there.
They're looking for him and Domata Peko to fill up those gaps. 2nd and long. Gordon down to the 40, tripped up there. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. 14-7, Denver with the lead, but Los Angeles on the move.
Nationwide is on your side.
What you think?
We're almost there. On the jingle, though, Brad, I want to feel it right here.
Mm-hmm. Right here in the chest?
No, your heart.
Heart.
In your heart. Yes! Close. Close. We're almost there. Almost.
Well, basically got it, right?
Basically almost. But you're doing great.
What did I just get into?
Nothing.
Think there can't be a must-win game in week 2? Think again.
Today's our day to prove to the world that we are who we say we are.
Monday Night Football, Lions, Giants, next Monday, 8:15 Eastern on ESPN.
Are you ready?
Game on the line, and a fumble. Coach brings in his MVP. The line protection is excellent out there. Wow, this team is really looking sharp. 4 seconds left. The quarterback pulls back and goes long. Smith grabs it. He dives over the goal line. Touchdown! What an amazing finish! Paint like a pro with Frog Tape brand painter's tape for the sharpest lines every time.
Tim's ready for a new car, but what about his old one? With Kelley Blue Book, Tim can get an offer for his old car from his phone. When Tim's ready, he can take it to an instant cash offer dealer to trade in or sell his car for cash. Easy. And get a head start on finding his next car. Until then, Tim's got an offer he can trust.
All without getting out of my chair.
That's the idea. Go to kbb.com and get an instant cash offer for your car today.
Stay tuned for the Toyota halftime, coming up with highlights from the Vikings win over the Saints earlier tonight. Also, Sports Center right now with Scott Van Pelt, including an interview with Vikings receiver Stephon Diggs. Rivers 3 for 3 on this drive, and he's looking for a third down conversion here. Pressure coming. Incomplete. Von Miller and Shaq Barrett were coming after the quarterback.
Nobody covered the back. He's wide open, but Rivers can't plant his feet. The rush gets there way too quick. And they're just running around that on both edges there. Rivers had no chance to plant his feet. He got nobody around Oliver. There wasn't anybody within 20 yards of him.
Shaq Barrett is replacing the injured Shane Ray tonight. And Joe Wood said, hey, Shaq's got to show, because we know Von Miller's going to get a lot of attention, and Shaq showed right there. Broncos looking to get the ball back with some time and some timeouts. McKenzie took it right away from a Charger who was trying to down it.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
8 yards on the return after just a 30-yard punt. Actually, that was Trevor Williams.
See him fight for it right there. I literally, if I've only been in this game for 30 years as a coach, I've never seen that.
McKenzie has to have an opportunity to get to it.
Pretty gutsy by that kid.
Probably giving him the benefit of the doubt since there wasn't a foul there. They just let the play go on.
Right.
So now do you go for it here with 1:46 to go inside their own 20? They'll run it with Anderson. Out to the 27-yard line for CJ. He's now up over 60 yards on the day in a pickup of 8.
A lot of times you'll start a 2-minute. Most teams will start a 2-minute with a tailback play. Either a run like we just saw there or some kind of check down.
Why?
Well, I think you just want to see if you can pop at number 1, and that'll set up the rest of your 2-minute drive.
Anderson. And they can still work the interior of the field as well, the first down run there, because they've got their full complement of timeouts approaching the 1-minute mark.
Yeah, they're going to be much more aggressive now because you are in Denver and you can launch a field goal here, but it was important to get a first down. Now expect them to air it out.
Jamal Charles now alongside Simeon. And he's going to lead the way for Trevor, who's now crossed the line of scrimmage, so he's got to run with it to get out of bounds. Just a 3-yard gain, and that cost him some precious time.
It did. I tell you, you can see a veteran like Demarius Thomas right here. Most guys end up blocking back, peeling back, but there's a new rule now. Obviously, you can't do that anymore. Just a smart veteran play. Clearly isn't what they wanted there, but it beats a penalty, certainly.
We talked about it at the top of the show. Time critical on Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders here. Pressure coming. McCain gets to the quarterback, and down goes Simeon all the way back at the 21-yard line, and a flag flies as well, holding Denver.
McCain may get credit for the sack, but this is all Melvin Ingram. They brought Bosa. Interesting, they brought Bosa inside.
Offense number 72. Penalties decline. 3rd down.
You can see the play right here, but it's all Melvin Ingram here. Driving him back. Simeon's trying to get out of there.
Working on the rookie, Rex.
Yeah, that's the first time the rooks look like a rookie tonight, but he's going against one of the best players in the league in Melvin Ingram.
And they get Garrett Bowles for the hold and the takedown of Ingram, a loss of 10. And the Chargers will run it.
Well, the Chargers,
3rd and 18, so now they're going to be forced to punt it here.
They are, but the Chargers can't stop the clock, so we should go right to half here.
Game clock below the play clock, so the time will just run off. And Denver will take the 14-7 lead into the locker room. Phillip, a head start to get back there to plot strategy for the second half. Simeon with a touchdown pass and a touchdown run in the first half for the Broncos. Stay tuned for the Toyota halftime after these messages.
Don't stop me now. If you want to have a good time, just give me a call. Don't stop me, don't stop me, don't stop me. Hey, hey, hey. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Have a good time, good time. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Don't stop me. Having a good time. Don't stop me. Yes, I'm having a good time. I don't want to stop at all.
The all-new 2018 Camry. Toyota. Let's go places.
And welcome into Toyota halftime of the second game of our Monday night double dip. Glad you're here with us as the Broncos have a 14-7 lead over the Chargers. Lewis Riddick, Trey Wingo manning the desk. Lots to get to, including, Lewis, the first Monday night game that saw Adrian Peterson go back to Minnesota, this time as a member of the New Orleans Saints. Familiar territory, different uniform for Adrian Peterson. He didn't get a lot of work in this game, Lewis.
No, Trey, they were never really able to get him going. And I think, early on, you saw some flashes there. You see the jump cut, you see the power, you see the yardage at the contact. Teammates trying to help fight for him and get him going here. But really what happened was New Orleans Saints just weren't able to get anything going consistently in the run game.
That was Adrian Peters' longest run of the game. He had 6 carries for 18 yards and the one death stare with Sean Payton about maybe why I'm not playing as much as I think I should be. Stephon Diggs played beautifully, and Sam Bradford found him often.
Yeah, this is a guy who's a tremendous route runner, really picked on an undermanned New Orleans Saints secondary. He picked on an undrafted rookie there, free agent. And really, Sam Bradford looked like the Sam Bradford that everybody expected to see coming out of Oklahoma.
And what a catch there by Diggs. They ruled that, they went back and replayed it, but it was a touchdown. 7 catches, over 90 yards, and a couple of touchdowns for Stephon Diggs. But, Lewis, what we saw in the Monday night game, the first Monday night game, is what we've seen all week long. If you have offensive line play, your quarterback will play well. Last year, Sam Bradford had no time to throw. 5 new starters on that offensive line, essentially, for this game. And he dealt. He dealt.
Yeah, no question about it. And look, Coach Gruden pointed it out on the telecast, the fact that he had much more time to throw each time he went back to pass, much more than he did last year. Contrary, on the other side of the football, Drew Brees didn't have much time. A lot of injuries now, a lot of change at the offensive tackle position. He's really not able really to get into a groove and get going. When you can do that and you can have some kind of balance, it doesn't necessarily have to be as far as you getting 4 or 5 yards per pop, but just keeping the defense honest and having some time in the pocket to throw the football down the field. Sam Bradford's very talented, and you saw that tonight.
Well, look, he had the completion percentage record last year at 71%, but that was a lot of dink and dunk. They stretched the field, and he still completed over 84% of his throws.
Yeah, a lot of plus 20-yard passes. I mean, absolutely just killer for a defense in the National Football League. You give up explosive plays like that, you have no chance to win because teams can score on you in bunches and then make you one-dimensional when you get the ball because you won't be able to run it. You'll have to throw it to catch up.
And Dalvin Cook, by the way, the rookie out of Florida State, also had a pretty nice game on the ground as well as catching a few passes from Sam Bradford. When the Toyota halftime continues, Scott Van Pelt talks to another Terp. This is not tough work for him, trust me.
Thanks, Trey. Coming up next, we visit with one of the stars for the Minnesota Vikings in their Week 1 victory over the Saints, Stephon Diggs. A couple of touchdowns. We'll ask him about that and more after a break.
This halftime is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful
The all-new 2018 Camry. Toyota. Let's go places.
Thursday Night Football, only on NFL Network.
Welcome back to the Toyota halftime.
Welcome to Sports Station. I'm Michelle Beadle. Our must-see moment for Week 1 is Cole Beasley and his amazing one-handed snag. To be a part of Pulse of the Nation, go to ESPN.com, search Sports Station, and vote. See you next week.
Welcome back. We are joined now by Stephon Diggs. He and the Minnesota Vikings off to a fantastic start. And Steph, with Randy Moss in the building and on your cleats, you got him to sign it and you got a star in the building. I just wonder, how much did having a legend there watching encourage you to kind of give your best performance tonight?
I feel like it was a lot of good energy. You know, a lot of fans, a lot of emotion. My teammates were bringing that good positive energy, and I just tried to do my part. You know, it was definitely a good night.
Look, getting into the end zone is hard to do in this league, and you did it tonight not once but twice. I wonder if you could kind of take me through the plays, and you were into it, man. You tried to kick that one ball in the end zone.
Hey, now.
What happened?
The first one, you know, just a great play call. We got them to, you know, bite a little bit, and, you know, they broken coverage, so wide open, great pass by Sam. But the second one, I had came in from the blue tent from the concussion protocol. And I was trying to make a play, that's all.
Yeah, you got blasted. Everything was good. I mean, nobody. I could see you saying, I'm all right, but everybody always says that. You were good.
Everybody gets worried, you know. I was a little worried, too, but, you know, I'm more concerned about winning. JK.
You did that, and last quick thought, if you would, on the rookie behind that revamped offensive line. Dalvin Cook showed people what he can do. There's been a lot of buzz about him. What's the belief in the room about what he's capable of?
DC can play. As you can see, it was kind of like a little sprinkle tonight. I feel like we've been seeing him in practice for a while, and I feel like he does some great things. He busted on a couple of this game, but he's going to take it the distance, and I feel like continue to block on the outside. The O-line did a great job, and we trust him. When he's in the huddle, he gets us going. So he say, I'm going to take it now. And we just got to trust him. We're going to continue to do it.
Something about those bright lights. You had that huge game against Green Bay on a Sunday night, and now on the Monday night stage, you're doing your thing, repping the DMV. I see you out there.
You already know.
Well, stay healthy. Congratulations. Appreciate the time, all right?
Appreciate you, Scott. Nice to see you again.
For more from Stefon Diggs and the Minnesota Vikings' impressive opening night win against the New Orleans Saints, check us out on SportsCenter after the Chargers and the Broncos. Trey, back to you.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. So Trevor Siemian literally doing it all. Threw for one and ran for one. By the way, the last Broncos quarterback to run for a touchdown, his backup tonight, Brock Osweiler. Second half, coming up.
This halftime is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Our sale email this month looks great. The store will be packed this weekend.
I've got to wax my mustache.
Constant Contact Email Marketing. Powerful stuff.
This month at DQ, we're calling all chocolate cake lovers.
If you'll indulge me, I'd love to tell you about our indulgent best chocolate cake blizzard. It's chocolatey, velvety. Yes, it is rich, much like my phone voice.
The new DQ Best Chocolate Cake Blizzard and Molten Lava Cake a la mode.
Welcome to Dairy Queen.
Don't put a new part in a bad neighborhood. Go to rockauto.com for complete kits that include all the parts and hardware to do the job right at the right price. With one click, get custom matched power stop pads, calipers, and rotors all in one affordable brake kit. Also buy suspension kits, tune-up kits, AC kits, exhaust kits, and more. rockauto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. All the parts your car will ever need. Rock Auto.
We needed to hire someone, but it was really tough finding people that had the right experience.
I was spending half my day just reading resumes.
To hire great people, go to ZipRecruiter.com and post to over 100 of the web's leading job boards with one click. Then easily select the best candidates from one list.
I'm seeing a lot more candidates with the right experience.
We have gotten consistently better results from ZipRecruiter than anywhere else.
Over 1 million businesses have already used ZipRecruiter. Try it for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/court.
He's an extraordinary young man.
Again?
You saved his life.
I'm Dr. Sean Murphy.
Yes, he has autism. You saved his life. He has perfect recall.
Again?
He sees things in ways that we can't even begin to understand. Saved his life.
There.
You were right. Those are undeniable assets for any doctor, particularly a surgeon.
The Good Doctor, coming soon to ABC.
How did you talk me into this? This is crazy! Horns! What? Some horns! Okay! Ah!
What you don't see can hurt you. If you just monitor your credit, you can miss certain identity theft threats. LifeLock sees more, like your personal information on the dark web. And if there is a problem, we'll work to fix it with our $1 million protection package. LifeLock, starting at $9.99 a month.
When you've got nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Here's Pepto-Bismol. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Let's get Red Robin. Let's get saucy. Let's get classic. And now, let's get spicy. 3 delicious burgers, $6.99 each, anytime at Red Robin. With bottomless steak fries, of course.
Red Robin. Yum.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
All right.
And we welcome you back to Monday Night Football here in Denver as we get set to start the second half at a 14-7 lead. The Broncos over the Los Angeles Chargers. Beth Mullins along with Rex Ryan, and in that first half, Rex, we saw Trevor Siemian throw a touchdown pass. We also saw him rush for his first career touchdown on the ground. Impressive performance so far.
Trevor has been impressive. In the first thing they talked about, the Chargers, Joey Bosa talked about his mobility, stopping the bootlegs and all that. But you're going to see how he uses his mobility here. He scrambles, he buys time, makes the throw down the field when he knows he's got to throw for a touchdown. Here he moves out of the pocket and makes the throw. And here it's just drop back, hit the back foot, let the thing grip on time. And then obviously the fantastic play he makes and taking out Bosa. Yep. So really, when you're looking at it, his performance, the numbers don't look spectacular, but his play has really been the difference, I think, in this game.
Matching up with Phillip Rivers tonight. And again, the Trevor Siemian journey, we can't stress it enough. A couple of years ago, he's watching Peyton Manning, who retires. Then he's backing up Brock Osweiler. Oh, wait, we're not done yet. We're going to bring in Mark Sanchez, and then we're going to draft another guy, Paxton Lynch, all in front of Trevor Siemian, and he just kept moving up the list, Rex.
Look, I was guilty. I thought he'd get beat out by Sanchez. I thought he'd get beat out by Paxton Lynch. And he's showing the reason why he has been the starting quarterback, because he wins the job. It's as simple as that.
Chargers will receive to start out the second half. Brandon McManus will kick it away. No chance for the Chargers on the return. So Phillip Rivers, we were wondering about the influence of Anthony Lynn and the run game, his background with the rushing attack. Much more run-oriented in that first half with Melvin Gordon. In fact, Phillip was just 6 for 11.
Yeah, but I still think for the Chargers to win this game, they're going to have to run the football. That keeps those pass rushers off you. It keeps the no-fly zone away from you. You're trying to win the game. You don't care about stats. The only stat you really care about as a coach is wins and losses, and I think they're going to have to continue to run the ball. Obviously, he's going to throw the ball a little more, though.
Behind that restructured offensive line for the Chargers, they will run it with Gordon. We talked a little bit about those guys up front. Joe Barksdale is the right tackle, the only guy back in the same spot. Kenny Wiggins takes over at right guard after the injury to rookie draft pick Forrest Lamb. Spencer Pulley, his first career start at center, which is where Matt Slauson was a year ago. He moves over to left guard. And then Russell Okung is the free agent addition on the left side. In front of Phillip on 2nd and 8. Derek Wolfe is back into the game for the Broncos, who was hurt in the first half. And Gordon tripped up, could not get to the outside and open territory. Darian Stewart was there, and it's 3rd down.
Heck of a play by Darian Stewart, because it looked like he was going to pop it for a long, long gain. But Stewart explodes through here and makes the tackle.
Well, the Chargers are looking at a 3rd down and 6 from their own 29. Rivers, intercepted. Bradley Roby.
Rivers is screaming at the official here.